What's going on with your life?
You didn't hit you didn't hit the AC running in the back? Let me find out I can run it in the back.
Nah, you just gonna have to suffer for this hour. You want to move to Florida? Yeah, that's what it's gonna be, nigga. That's what it's gonna
Yo, you
be.
be
Yeah.
hating, man.
Nah, I'm not
Can't
hating.
do
I'm just
that.
telling you what it is, homie. That's just it. All right? You good?
No, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm good, but you can't do that. You gotta stop
I'm just
that.
letting you know what it is. All right?
Yeah, you gotta stop that. Don't look good on you.
Just say it, man. You want to move down there. Just see what happens when you move down there. That's not hate. That's just facts, homie.
No.
What is that hate? Stop the BS. All right, man. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Everything conceivable. Turn that shit out, bitch. Big face beats.
MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
The hottest DJ
We already let the horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. 2 languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gym.
En la calle con el show número uno. Poniendo la presión como el show de los miércoles.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you. The show is fire.
You can't break or get wrecked. El mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as
En
bar.
estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Cat. Thank you for watching.
RecBoys
Request AKA Catch the Rep.
and DJ RecBoy Shaq.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
RecBoys.
I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio with Captain Red.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys, and this is In the Studio with the RecBoys. Shout out to Gabe in the building. Bunky's in the building. Shout out to me. I'm on both. YouTube.
He said, "Shout out to me. I'm on both."
Nah, why not? I'm focused
Starting
on
with his shit early.
No, I'm just saying, yo, listen, I should have
Okay.
said this before, but we didn't have the time. We was jamming out and stuff. But yo, I gotta figure out the you gotta hit me with the Instagram password. Because I didn't have it. I guess you changed it or whatever. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Get live. But we are live in YouTube land and Facebook land. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in already. Beat him and quiet his bark. Bunky's quoting lines from the song. Big Face in the building. Early she's quoting the joints. You excited, man?
Yeah, definitely excited, man. We got to like listen. I grew up in the 90s. You know what I mean? So I was listening to a lot of the music. And again, coming from Brooklyn at that time, like I told y'all last week, I lost sight of everything when I moved upstate because no radio, there was no stations up there to listen. I had to go back. You know what I mean? There was always a lapse. You know what I mean? So now to be able to chop it up with them and get to ask the questions like, yo, what happened? Like, you know what I mean? Here at certain times that I remember growing up, you know what I mean? And then now that I follow him and see what he got going on now, it's dope.
Right. No, absolutely. I'm excited. Vet, I know you got all the technical questions, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and jump in. But before we do that, man, what's up, man? How's your week been so far? How was your weekend?
Dope. Chill with the family, chill at the crib and shit. But I was actually thinking, I was laughing when you sent me the post of Raekwon because I seen it probably like a day or two ago, and and I was thinking the same thing when I heard it. I'm like, damn, this don't sound like it's what you call it. It feel like it was Jimmy got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, he said what he said. He said what he said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's what it ended up being anyway. I mean, Raekwon described it as catching a stray.
But I thought that too, because we got to remember who, like, come on, like, this is the guy who did Ether. Like, if he's going for you, he's going for you. He's not playing games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I heard the record, I'm like,
for other people besides Ether.
Huh? Yeah.
So, I thought just being a fan, And because we just came off the Kendrick and Drake, even though Nas and Jim Jones is nowhere near Kendrick and Drake type of feel or whatever the case may be, and
Well, let's
that's
keep it a buck. He's not nowhere near Nas. It just
no,
this
that's
day and
what I'm
age.
saying.
Yeah.
So a battle of them wouldn't be that like special. It wouldn't be that monumental. You get what I'm saying? But me as the lover of the MC and handling it on wax, I was hoping, I was praying, I was wishing that that's what it was. But he said he wrote it earlier, and it was actually the opposite. He wanted to take it off because he knew
Yeah.
what it was going to be. And Raekwon said he had the verse like 90 days, 3 months. So, and which makes sense because you just don't get the verse on the album. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a whole big process, whatever the case may be. So, hey, shout out to Nas for taking the high road, I guess, getting that money and not even worrying
He ain't
about.
got time. He ain't got time for that, man.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
And he ain't even got time for that. He got time for that, but what's the sense of entertainment? Like, let's keep you gotta call a spade a
He
spade
really don't have
sometimes.
time for it because
Yeah, you really don't got. You gotta call a spade a spade, man.
yeah, he really don't have time for it. Whatever he's doing is more important than that situation. But to make sure that he doesn't have to give any more light to the situation, he changed the verse.
Right.
Whoever leaked the verse, it is what it is. Things happen, especially in this digital space. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What else is going on? That's it. We good?
Yeah, that's it. You know what I was thinking today? I was like, yo, there's a lot of legends out of Queens.
You don't know Queens get the money, nigga?
Yeah, nah, I know the saying, but I started thinking about it. You got the Jam Master J's, you got the MC Shans, you got the Nas's, the Note. Like there's so many more that I'm missing. Mikey D, like you know what I'm saying? Like 50, like
Yeah.
I sat there and thought about it today. Like the lineage is strong out there in Queens.
Roxanne Shante.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Queens get the money. You already know what it is, especially on that rap tip. Run DMC, there's so many pioneers that broke through barriers coming from Queens, especially like Queens Bridge. You get what I'm saying? So Queens get the money. Our guest is from Queens. He's from that era. If you don't know, now you know. Shout out to Playboy Mikey D.
Yeah.
What's happening, homie? How you feeling?
Man, we here, baby. We here. We outside, like we say in Queens, baby. We outside.
Nice.
Hold on, because I seen in the intro video you wasn't in Queens. I seen palm trees. I'm like, yo, let me find out Mikey D in Florida. He over here by me and shit.
Yeah, I'm close to Florida. I just had to do some me time. You know what I mean? I had to get away from the boroughs for a little while, do a week of some me time where I could just lay back, focus, and put everything in order. But I'm not that far from Florida, bro. I'm right off of the water. I'm in Myrtle Beach. God damn it!
Nice. Outside.
Now they're gonna be running up on you and shit, Mikey.
You outside. So that's all that matters.
Nice little vacation, man. I just wanted to get away for a minute, man. Just slow down, slow the brain down. So much going on at once that I had to put things in order, but I couldn't do it with everything else I got going on. So I just wanted to take that little break and some real well-deserved me time.
Gotcha. Yo, real quick before we jump into it, let everybody know who you are, just in case. We got a lot of new school people, that are viewers and a lot of crossover viewers. They're learning hip hop through us, especially the history. So they might not know you, but introduce yourself, Playboy.
They call me Playboy Mikey D, aka Mikey Destruction, aka the real Mikey D, man. I was the first Mikey D before internet and all of that, before 1,000 other Mikey Ds came out. If you Google who's the real Mikey D, you'll see my face there. You know what I mean? I started out with a group called the LA Posse. It was myself, Johnny Quest, and the legendary Paul C. God rest his soul. Then I got down with a group y'all probably know, Main Source. And I just been moving and grooving ever since, man. From 79, 80 till today. I'm still doing my thing, man. So that's who I be. Mikey D from Queens, Merrick Boulevard, Lawton.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, so Chris, go ahead. I know
No,
Chris.
yeah. The first question I gotta ask, because again, I'm from Brooklyn, growing up in born in the '80s, growing up in '90s in Brooklyn, and I remember the so-called the rumor of the battle. Did the battle really happen between you and L?
No, me and LL never battled. Me and LL was on each other's heels, but we started out as partners. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, things happen in life, man. You know, people grow apart. It was like, all right, when we were a team, we were a team. We got our breaks around the same time. But see, LL was always more focused than me as far as discipline, going to the studio, doing the necessary things that he'd had to do to make it to the next level. Me, I was in the street. He was in the street. I was in the street. And because we sounded so much alike, when he came out with I Need a Beat first, before I came out, people automatically assumed that that was me. When they found out it wasn't me, they was like, he bit my style and he bit my swag and all of that. But a lot of people didn't know we were already a team. So it's not a matter of biting. We both had that same swag. But because he was becoming so successful and I was still in the street, I was hearing a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I was drinking a lot of 40s at the time. So my ego at the time would not allow me to humble myself and just say congratulations to the brother. I was always a battle cat, so was he, you know, and that's where majority of this beef came from, and people thinking that we battled, but we never actually battled. I took jabs at him on records. He took jabs at me. You know, it was like that for years, you know what I mean? And eventually we got over that like 30 years later. And now
Yeah,
that's my
I,
brother.
I wanted to ask you that though. Like, so school the younger guys, because I be telling them like time is the one thing that we never gonna get back, right? So you got this time that you get apart from your brother because y'all were tight. You know what I mean? Y'all were running around together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you get that distance from him. Then now you kind of y'all rekindle, for lack of better words, your relationship. How does it feel now, reflecting where you at now with yourself? Like, damn, bro, I could have did this 20 plus years ago.
Well, it feels great. But like I said, my ego wouldn't allow me to take that L. You know what I mean? It was like, although where LL Cool J is today is where he wanted to be when we were young. But that was his dream. That wasn't my dream. People always ask me, like, yo, why you ain't up there with LL if y'all ran together? Because he's fulfilling his dream. That wasn't my dream. I just wanted to be nice around the way. I didn't want TV shows and I didn't want to be famous and rich off of this. I just wanted to be nice. Everything that he got and he accomplished is what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I was drinking a lot of 40s. I was involved with a lot of street activity, but rap was my passion. You feel me? And once I moved upstate New York, I stopped drinking. The wool was pulled from over my eyes. I realized, man, this brother right here really didn't do anything to me. I kind of started that whole thing and dragged it on for all these years and all of that. Why not just reach out to him and say, yo, bro,
What up?
I apologize.
Yeah, I seen the tweet. I think it was a tweet where he put out. Yeah. I seen the tweet, and I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. But then I think, like, again, I'm not young no more. I'm old. I'm older too. You know what I mean? So I reflect back on some of this shit that I did, and I'm like, damn, bro. What could I tell these kids today so they don't like? Yeah, at some point you're gonna have a disagreement. You know what I mean? But if that's your real people, at some point you got to be able to circle back or have those tough conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the main thing you got to do is let the ego go, man. If your conscience is bothering you because of a situation that you might have started, just man up and say, you know, my conscience wouldn't lie to me. Let me man up and apologize to my brother, because one day you might need your brother. You feel me? And by you and your ego not willing to, you know, take that step, man, it could be detrimental to you. You know what I mean? And I just didn't want that, because I naturally love the brother, and vice versa. And anybody I rock with, I got love for people. You feel me? And my ego was a terrible thing back then. That's why they called me Mikey Destruction, because I destroyed everything in my path, and I really tried to live that, but that wasn't really where my heart was, you know?
Right. And we got to keep it a buck. I didn't know music was gonna be what it is today. As far as the revenue stream, like I'm just a fan looking at it, right? But I'm in Brooklyn. I'm watching the Biggies and the Jay-Z's run around. Like I'm seeing them run around as they're trying to do their thing in the 90s. And I'm like, damn, they just regular, like they regular people. Yeah.
Right.
One day I see him, next day I don't see him anymore. And I know, oh shit, he got a couple dollars, but he's not far. He's in Jersey type shit. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
So we knew, or we had the idea that, yo, damn, music was making money, but it wasn't what it was. We didn't know it was going to be what it was today.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But then, you know, I think if I really would have put my mind to it and jumped through certain loopholes, I probably could have been up there. But I'm definitely proud that I didn't do all of that, because I think I saved my own life by not, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just like a normal guy. I happen to have this gift with words and rhymes, and hip hop saved my life. But my integrity and my morals outweigh my talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not just going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to jump into anything and allow anybody to, if my heart is saying go this way, have them tell me to go that way. That's just was never me. So, you know what I mean? And that's why I am where I am right now. And it feels better now than it did back then, because I feel like right now, because I am who I am and true to myself, I'm in my prime right now, man. And everything is coming full circle, B. So
nice.
So good. Just got to follow your heart, man.
Yo, you from Hollis?
Nah, I'm from Lawton. I'm about maybe 15 minutes away from Hollis driving.
Got you.
But
so,
I used to be all over there, walking.
Got you. What's the most memorable battle that you had in Queens? I'm not talking about outside of Queens.
In Queens, the most memorable battle, there were several, man. But I gotta say this: when I battled Cool G Rap in front of his crib.
Yeah, I read that. I was gonna ask you. They said rumor has it you won. I don't know if you want to say.
Well, he was a lot better than I thought he was. I remember I was pulling up to his crib. We were with one of my boys. Me and Johnny Quest was with one of my boys. His pops lived in Corona. And like, I had this reputation of anywhere we went, wherever it would be, I would just call anybody out. If I saw a cypher or a bunch of people in front of the store, when we going to buy our courts or our 40s, I'll be like, yo, which one of y'all rap? Which one of y'all rap?
I remember as a little kid hearing your name running around Brooklyn. I'm from Bushwick, and they like, yo, Mikey D gonna come through. He gonna battle, and I'm like, yo, I heard it a lot, and that's what intrigued me to go start looking for the music. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yo, who's this guy, Mikey D? Oh, Playboy Mikey D. And then as a young kid in Brooklyn, I'm like, who this pretty motherfucker gonna come over here to Brooklyn from Queens?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But that's a fact. That's just how I was. I mean, between the lyrical ability and the 40s, it gave me courage. You know what I mean? So I never backed down, and I was just so competitive. And this particular time, we went out to Corona, and I asked these brothers in front of the store who was nice around here. I'll battle anybody. And somebody said, Cool G, let's take him to Cool G's crib. So it was two brothers that walked three of us to Cool G Rap's crib. And I remember Johnny Quest and me, we were laughing because we was thinking Cool G, damn, that sound like Cool J. That's when Cool J was down with us, you know what I'm saying? And we was laughing. And I remember Cool G Rap coming out the side door of his mom's crib, I believe it was. And, you know, we started just sparring, just going back and forth. And he was nice. He was nice. You know what I'm saying? I would say it was more equal challenge or equal outcome. I don't think I took him out, but I was probably sharper than he expected me to be. And likewise. But I do remember this. I was a little tipsy. So when I was battling G Rap, I kept on tapping his man like, yeah, you know, tapping his man. Yo, his man got fed up punched me dead in the damn nose.
Oh,
Shit,
damn.
yo, he bust my nose. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then my boy that was with me and Johnny Quest started talking a lot of trash, like, yo, yeah, word, that's what you got to do, because, you know, he can't be coming around your way talking all that trash. And we like, yo, hold on, who you with? Us or them? They wound up knocking my man out. Boom! And I'm talking about knocking him out. And when he got up, knocked him out again, right? So my man ran off, and Cool G Rap and his two boys, because we squashed it, they wound up walking us to the train station, and we've been cool ever since, man. So salute and much love to my brother Cool G Rap, man.
Yeah, everybody knew Corona Queens was another like that was, they were notorious to know, like, yeah, don't go over there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they had the pool over there. So when you were going to the pool over there in Corona, you had to make sure you was, yeah. I remember.
But for some reason, I always had courage, man, whether I be by myself or with a crew. You know what I mean? I just had this courage and this confidence. And I was like, I'm social, I'm approachable, you know, I'm not arrogant and all of that. Yeah, I was arrogant. I'm lying now.
Yeah, right. Coming from
He had to
Queens
think
in
about
that
it.
era, everybody coming from Queens in that era, there was very few that wasn't arrogant.
Yeah, I was a little arrogant, but you know, I just had this confidence, man, not being shy and all of that. Because coming up, I was shy in school and all of that. But when hip hop discovered me, I wasn't shy anymore. You know what I mean? Plus, I used to run with Boom Bash, even though I wasn't with them that day. I'm thankful that they wasn't there, because it would have been crazy.
Right.
How important was it to do those ciphers though, to go to different neighborhoods and have people know who you were then?
That's all I wanted to do, was have my name known throughout the neighborhood. But then I got bored with just being around the neighborhood, so I ventured out into other neighborhoods, and then eventually other states. I think that's where the validation and the solidification came from. Your name is ringing bells now. And before I had records out, I had hit tapes on the street. I had tapes. I used to do parodies of people's records and just do them over and spit against them on their own records. You know what I mean? So definitely traveling and doing these battles. I used to travel through Hollis doing that. I went through Corona doing that. I walked through Queensbridge looking for my brother Shan. And anywhere I went, I just wanted to battle whoever was popping. You know what I mean? So
all right. So what happens when you went over the bridge?
When I went over to the bridge.
No, not Queensbridge. When you went over the bridge and you started going through Brooklyn and making your way, you ain't got those stories about any good battles in Brooklyn?
Nah, Brooklyn, the people in Brooklyn was cool with me. Because remember, we don't got to cross no bridge.
Yeah, there ain't no bridge. You got to go on a BQE maybe, depending where you at.
And believe it or not, I got family in Brooklyn. I got a brother and two sisters that live in Brooklyn on my dad's side. You know what I mean? So I was always cool in Brooklyn, man. I used to run with, who from Brooklyn I used to run with? My man Shank. He was down with Boom Bash. He was the first one that brought me out to Van Devere Projects. And I remember one time we drove our car into the projects and we sat right in the park, had our car parked in the middle of the projects. You know what I mean? And we spitting bars and all of that. You know, I never ran across Jay-Z at the time, but I did run across Jazzo. Me and Jazzo was like this.
Oh yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah, Jazzo's a beast, but we never battled. We was cool. Everything was cool. I had a lot of battles in the Bronx. I used to go up there with Mr. Freeze and Mr. Freeze from the Jazzy 5. I was a little dude, man. He used to sick me on them dudes in the Bronx, the Soundview Projects and all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we was outside for real, man. I got ran out of a few spots. I ain't gonna lie. They ran me out of Queensbridge. They ran me out of Left Rack City.
Left Rack City was a problem back in the day.
They
cleaned up a lot now, though.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful out there now. Yeah. But you know, eventually as we grew older, everything is love now. But it was a war zone back then. But it was lyrical warfare back then, man. There was no guns and all of that.
Right.
Brothers was with these.
Yeah, if you got stabbed, it was like, oh, that was the
it,
extreme. Yeah,
it'd be like 20 on 1 and all that. But you know, luckily I never got into a situation. The worst thing that ever happened to me was Coogee Rap's man punching me in my nose.
that's
And,
crazy.
and that was in Queens, so
Yeah.
In Corona, everybody shot. I'm saying right now, everybody knew
shout out
about
Corona.
Corona Queens, like especially then. Like, so let me ask you this: when Large Professor left Main Source, how did the opportunity come for you to become part of the crew?
Well, with Large Professor, and yo, this is wild because I didn't even know that was Main Source, because Jeff Red is the one responsible for this. And Jeff Red, I'm still looking for you, Jeff Red. I know the R&B singer Jeff Red. You call man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hang out with his cousin, Mike Beasley. Mike Beasley and Jeff Red have cousins that used to have a company called Hush Production in Manhattan. One of them was married to Melissa Morgan. Or no, was it Melissa? No. Melba Moore. He was married to Melba Moore. I think it's Bo Huggins or something like that. But anyway, we used to always go up. Me and Mike used to always go up to the office, and they had this grand piano downstairs. And this particular day, somebody was tapping beat on the piano, and I was rhyming. I was just freestyling. And Jeff Red came through. And Jeff Red was like, yo, you kind of nice, man. And he was like, yo, Mike, he got a deal or whatever. And Mike was like, nah, we're looking for him, because Mike called himself managing me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Mike wanted to be the manager, the number runner, the pimp, and everything. You know what I'm saying? But so Jeff Red gave us a number and an address. He said, call this number. The lady who answered the phone was a lady named Tandy Weems. And she's very popular in the game, the music industry as well. But Sir Scratch was staying over there, and I didn't know that this was the Main Source thing until we showed up to that crib the next day. And
Gotcha.
Sir Scratch and Tandy answered the door. I said, homeboy looked familiar. He looked mad familiar. And then he asked me to freestyle, and like almost like an audition. I remember having a crazy toothache, and they gave me some Tylenol for the toothache, but I still went crazy. And Sir Scratch said, let me call my brother K Cut. He's in Toronto right now. And I'm saying, K Cut, Sir Scratch. And I'm like, yo, why is this sounding so familiar? And nobody mentioned Large Professor or whatever. And anyway, I spit for him, and it was a rap. And then eventually I found out it was Main Source that I was getting with. I didn't know the reason why Large Professor left or anything, so I wasn't there to replace him. My whole goal was to bring a Mikey D flavor to an already established group, because there's no way I could fill Large Professor's shoes. Everything that he does, production, bars, with two different caliber MCs. I'm a straight up street battle rapper at the time. Real street. And Large Professor, he knew how to produce, and he knew how to lyrically create hits. You know what I'm saying? I was still raw, like real street and real raw. And I thought I was just bringing that Mikey D flavor to Main Source. But that's basically how I got down with them. And then I eventually found out the reason Large Professor left. But this is even iller. Let me tell you about the Main Source thing, how life works in full circle. When I was down with the LA Posse with Paul C and DJ Johnny Quest, we were working on a record called I Get Rough at the time. And it was the Brick House sample. Paul C, he sampled Rozelle from The Roots. He sampled his beatbox voice and created a bass line for Brick House. But anyway, it was always this young kid in the studio with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this little ninja? You know what I mean? These glasses on, looking like, Poindexter. I remember teasing him. That was Paulie. That was Large Professor. He was being mentored.
Oh, wow.
He was being mentored by my partner, Paul C. And if you ask Large Professor who his mentor was, he's always going to tell you Paul C. McCasty. Even to this day, Large Professor's publishing company is Paul C.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's how life is full circle. You know what I mean?
And let me ask you this. have you ever sat and thought about, like, you was independent before independent was what everybody, like, I know everybody gives it to the cash monies and all that, but like you really was independent since damn near the 80s.
I've basically always been independent. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't worried about the money. I wasn't chasing a dollar. You feel me? I rap from my heart, not from my pocket. So everything that I do is authentic. You feel me? I don't need to. I have all of the fun that I possibly can and worry about the business last. Where people that call themselves independent today, they take care of the business first and then create. I can't do that. I gotta have all of the fun in the world, and when things come my way, then take care of the business. But yeah, independent is the way to go, man.
So let me ask you this. The publishing for the song fuck What You Think. I know you was on a bunch of tracks and shit. Two-part question. How did it feel when you went to record that track? You know what I mean? Like, did you feel like you had a big shoes to fill, or you knew what you was coming to do? And then now, what's the publishing looking like on that track? Were you independent at that time?
I was independent, but guess what? No, I wasn't independent, because when I got down with Main Source, what I did was I signed a production deal with Main Source. I didn't sign to Wild Pitch Records. I signed a production deal. And at the time that I got down with Main Source, I didn't have a clue of what publishing was all about. So they already had a publishing company for them. You know what I mean?
So you didn't have your side.
I didn't have none of that. But I got to be honest, K-Cut turned me on to publishing. You feel me? But when he turned me on to publishing, it was basically the deal was already done. So they were getting all of the publishing. And I was getting a percentage.
At that point, you got to fight with them to get.
Right. And then I'm getting a percentage of the writer's royalties, which, like, it really didn't bother me. It bothered everybody else. You know what I mean? It didn't bother me, man, because I just want to spit the bars, be nice,
be heard.
Whatever comes with it, and get the fuck up out of here. I'm not worried about the money. I'm okay. I'm from Queens, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, we get to the bag. We get to the bag. You know what I mean? This is a foot in the door now. You feel me? And I really didn't want to be here, to be honest with you. But since I'm here, let's have some fun doing it. I mean, they brought me all the way to Soul Train, you know, BET, we hosted and all of that. And matter of fact, the title, Fuck What You Think, I came up with that title. That was the name of the album, for the simple fact, Fuck What You Think. I came up with that concept because I knew people were gonna compare us, the second generation Main Source, to the Large Professor Main Source. They're gonna try to pit me against my little brother, Large Professor. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest, K-Cut and Sir Scratch never asked me to write a diss record about Large Pro or none of that, because even if they would have, I wouldn't have did that, because your beef is not my beef. That's my little man. I'm out of that. You feel me? And so F What You Think was to those people that wanted to compare the two groups. Like, it's fuck what you think, man. Either you like it or you don't. Either way, it's okay. You know, so that's how that went down.
So let's fast forward all the way to now. What's Mikey D doing now for the people tuning in? Because before we do that, I did go back and watch the Soul Train joint. And when you started spitting, I'm like, yo, they let him on Soul Train. Like when he says "Shot from the streets," you could literally, like, I felt like I was in my backyard and the dogs was going crazy. Like, it felt like that. And damn, I wish I could paint the picture better. Like, for anybody who comes up in that era and grew up in New York City in that time frame, it wasn't normal to see something like this on TV.
Right.
For the way he was spitting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. I was staying true to self, man, and they allowed that. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. They didn't try to change me, and they didn't try to change my image or get me to say this or act a certain way. They just let me be me, and that's what I love. You know. But today, man. Today I'm in a great space, man, because I mean, finally people are recognizing that it's okay to be yourself. I'm one of those guys that I don't follow the rest of the crowd. If the crowd is going this way, I always find a path that I could move in alone. Or if we on the highway together, I like to jump in the Hove lane and just be in that lane by myself. And the one thing that I learned, especially on this little me time vacation, it came to me like, boom, it just hit me. I was sitting right here one night and I'm just meditating. And it's like this, man. Whatever you decide to do, just do it. Don't have anyone else insert themselves into what it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because people will try to this way, yo, you should do this or you should do that, whether it be your friends, whether it be business partners. They'll always tell you what you should be doing instead of you doing what it is that you want to do. So until you do what it is that you want to do and be comfortable in your own skin, you ain't going to be happy. And I'm so happy right now, bro. I'm telling you, man. So what I decided, right, here's breaking news, and y'all are hearing it first.
I was gonna ask you what's the news? We know we the RecBoys, so we got to get the news out of you.
Y'all getting this exclusive message, man. And a lot of people are gonna be hurt, but at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me and my new project. So I've been working on an album called Poppin' Kim. Anybody from Queens knows, especially from that era, Poppin' Kim was the place to be in Laurelton if you wanted to buy the ice cold 40s. There was a whole vibe. There was almost like a paid in full type of vibe on 125 and all of that back in the 80s. You know what I mean? But it was like that in Laurelton at Poppin' Kim's. And that's when I was I wouldn't say at my prime, but I was up there lyrically, and the authenticity in hip hop. It was still breaking those, you know what I mean? Those barriers. It was that era. So this album, I titled Poppin' Kim because I'm giving you that energy, but from a mature me. It's something refreshing. It motivates my peers. It inspires my peers, but at the same time, it educates the youth without telling them what to do.
That's what's missing. That's what's missing.
Yeah.
Talking about that last week. Yep.
So I realized that with this album, man, I put so much work, so much blood, so many tears into this project that I know if I release it in the US, it's gonna be accepted, neglected, and rejected within a month. Because hip hop in the US is so saturated right now, and they don't respect the rap stars. I'm not gonna say old school, I'm gonna say rap stars, because like rock stars can be 80 years old and they're still rock stars. You feel me? We're rap stars. So what I decided to do, I'm releasing the album overseas first, because I know overseas it's gonna be respected and protected because they love the culture. And this album is so culturally crazy, I have to do that. So in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be released overseas first, and then I'll make its way back to the US when I feel the US is ready. You know what I mean? Because yo, I went to the south side of Queens on Saturday of last week, right? They had an honor for me. And the turnout was nice. But the people that were supposed to be there for me wasn't there for me. And that showed me a lot. That means that showed me that the people that say that they're in your corner, some of the people that say they support you only support you because it benefits them. They say they support you so they can meet other people through you that you might know. You know what I mean? And the only way they can meet these people that they want to meet is because they know you. Then when they get to these places, they want to brag about how they know you. But then when you're not in the limelight and they're sitting around talking with the rest of their friends and you ain't around, believe me, they're not talking that great about you. You know what I mean? And I realized
they're not even bringing your name up.
Exactly. So I felt that I have to do what's best for this project. So it's going to be released in Finland first, bro. Cool Cat Records. We're going to have physical copies and all of that. I'm going on tour over there, and we just gonna do it big over there, man. And I'm gonna celebrate the record over there, and then I'll come back here. And I also wanted to do that because Pop and Kim, it's a hood store. But I don't want to only think hood. I don't only want to think locally, man. We got to go global. So I'm taking Papa Kim's overseas, man. And people might be mad, but nobody was talking about Papa and Kim's in years until I brought it back up. You feel me? So the love is love. The real ones already know, man, and that's what it is. But I'm going to definitely send y'all the joints so y'all can spin them.
Yeah, definitely, because it's crazy you say that. We got a crazy fan base in Africa. You know, the time difference is crazy. So after... me and Shy be talking all the time. We be like, yo, you see the numbers in Africa? And like, it's crazy. And it's exactly what you're saying. Like, they really cherish hip hop.
They embrace it, man. And they love it, man. For real.
Shy, you remember that, right?
No. Absolutely. I want to get into, before we get into the trivia, I want to ask, like, you said, like, you know, how it's different for, like, rock. You know, they allow them to get old and still, you know, U2, you know, I'm pretty sure Black Sabbath is probably going to go on tour because of Ozzy passed, and they're going to sell out and it's going to be, you know, embraced. Do you guys, and I'm asking both of you guys, do you think that the reason why hip hop hasn't gotten to there is because it's only 50 years old and the old people in hip hop are still rapping? Like, the oldest people who are alive, who've seen hip hop, they're still rapping. Like, they're there from the beginning of hip hop. We have people still from the beginning of hip hop. And they're rapping. So they're going they're growing older with hip hop. So we don't have, I don't think, like, we don't have nothing before you, Mikey D, to where, like, a lot, to where we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw.
I get it, but
all right, go ahead.
I was referring to, like, the different generations of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got 5 generations of hip hop. You feel me? We got the first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. You know, the 70s, 80s, 90s. You know what I mean? Like that. And I don't think we show each other enough respect. Like, the younger artists, they don't even know who the hell I am, man. They don't know who I influenced and what my, you know, what's that? My that word. Look, this happens when you get old. You get those brain farts. My contribution. They don't know what my contribution is to hip hop.
Right.
Like, a lot of people, they see LL Cool J, and they only know him for acting. Like, you know, this man been rapping, and you know, a lot of people ask me how I feel about that, brother, and I feel proud to know that I inspired some of that. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say, like, I don't know, and maybe this is just me because I'm a fan. Like, I don't know if you know by now, I'm a fan. I've been following you since a kid, so I know, like, there might not be. Yeah, there might not be no fucking LL Cool J without Mikey D, and maybe that's just me being, that's that ego in me. But I just know the history. You know what I mean? So maybe LL don't turn out to be the MC he is if you guys don't have that interaction that you guys got. I'm just saying maybe. And the people don't know. Like, I want to ask you that too. Like, do you sit there and reflect? Like, yo, damn, bro. Like, I put a lot into this hip hop game.
Yeah.
That the people don't probably know about, and now they're just starting to realize.
But you know what? I do sometimes, but it doesn't bother me. It's like, look, we wouldn't be calling LL if I wouldn't have suggested the ladies love. You feel me? That's what LL stands for.
Yeah, because he came out when he was first rapping. He wasn't rapping to the girls. He was
like, hardcore, and his name was Jay Ski. He was hardcore,
right?
But we used to rap to the girls too, because I was Playboy Mikey D.
But that was your part, and that's what I think people got confused with. They thought, like, yo, that's what, in my opinion, again, this is the fan side of me, where people was like, yo, damn, LL took his style because you was for the streets, but you had, again, I remember as a kid getting the tapes. And putting the shit in the tape and recording, like, MCing to your shit in the crib, and my parents coming through grabbing shit and like, what the fuck you doing? Like, I remember that, you know what I mean? So for me, it was like you was in both lanes. I knew him as like, yo, then he's going out there, he battling, he doing his thing. And then when he started going mainstream, I started hearing the girl records, and it's like, yo,
Nah, I can't take full credit for that because when I met him, he was dope. And then once we got together, we were writing routines
Right.
for the girls and all of that. And a lot of people thought he bit the Cool J cookies from Mikey D's cereal because I had that rhyme first. But what it was is he wrote that as a compliment, like complimenting that because we were rocking in the parks together. I had the cereal, he had the cookies. He came out with it first on records, so that's what made people think that he bit it. But that was to compliment the Mikey D cereal because we were partners. So it's all love, man. But I do think about it all the time. Like, damn, I put a lot of work in, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, one day they'll get it. I might not be here, but they'll get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave
That's the fucked up
positive
part.
energy.
Nori said that. Nori said that on the interview. He said, "Yo, listen, man, it's gonna probably be no, it was Jada. Excuse me. Jada was like, yo, they're not gonna recognize me till what you call it." And I think, Shad, to answer your question, what you said earlier, I think that's the problem because we don't support each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not like Mikey D would be on LL Cool J status right now independently if we supported what he was doing. Like, he got classes and shit. Like, we didn't even get like, yo, Mike, we probably got to do like a whole week show on you just to get everything. Like, there's a lot of shit you were doing that certain people might know and certain people might not. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? That's why, like, when I talk to the MC Shans and the Cool Kims and the Phantom of the Beat, like, so many
my brothers,
what they consider old school artists to me is like, yo, I'm like, I just love music. You know what I mean? Since a kid, I just loved music. So now that I'm getting to chop it up with you guys, and that knowing as a kid, I was listening to you guys and rocking out to you guys and thinking because I wasn't a DJ, I was an MC. I used to sit there and talk over y'all shit and hype it up. And then my mother come in the room. I remember one day she grabbed a radio and threw that shit on the wall. Because it was hours and hours of doing this shit. You know what I mean? Right. So it's kind of dope now to be able to bring, like, I was telling my kid the other day. I'm like, we were supposed to have last week. We were supposed to have damn, yo, this is why you shouldn't be doing what I was talking about earlier. Right.
Nah, he's getting old.
Low life. The founder member of Low Life.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn, he gonna be tight at me too. But we were supposed to have him on last week. He's from Brooklyn. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, damn, I was fanning out to him too growing up. So it's kind of dope. The MC Shans and all that.
Yeah.
And then sitting here talking to you guys and knowing like, yo, damn, they were doing it then and now they still doing it. And these kids don't even know they wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now if these guys didn't lay the bricks for them to walk on.
Fact, we the first floor. We the foundation and the first floor. These guys are all the way up in the penthouse now, man.
Yeah, I know. And what's even more is like, are you working on something to leave the story? Because I know you got millions. Like, a lot of people know the glitz and the glamour because mainstream media has covered that in so many different things. But to know that there's another side of that that's just as deep and can go just as high. Like, there's people who have been underground, who have been really instrumental to the growth and development of hip hop.
Right.
Even financially. Like, there's people who made millions and millions of dollars off of stuff involved in hip hop, but never really got, always stayed in the back end of it. Do you have a book or a movie or what?
Right now, my partner Vera, myself, Bars Over Politics, we are working on a docu-movie as we speak. It's a documentary with actors in it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're working on. I don't even have a title yet, but we definitely started filming already, and it's already crazy. We got a nice lineup of people that'll be talking. You know what I mean? We're gonna have actors acting scenes out and all of that. So I'm definitely working on that. I wouldn't mind doing a like a autobiography or whatever musically though. Like you know what I mean?
That'd be dope. I don't think nobody has ever done no shit like that.
Yeah, and like just telling the truth, my whole truth and nothing but the truth.
His homie from Queens did something like that.
Who?
Pride.
Oh, he did? Yeah, but his was a book.
Nah, what's the name did it? What's the name had the story of Kirk Jones?
Oh, all right. But yeah, I would do something like that.
And the whole album, if you played it, was the whole. Like if you played it straight, it's every part in his life all the way.
That's a dope ass concept though.
Yeah,
nah, it's super dope. But know what else is a dope concept? This on the trivia I got going on.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I gotta say this, full disclosure, Mikey D. You know, I told you I looked up to you and all that, but now it's it's Brooklyn versus Queens, and I'm trying to win. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, man, listen, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Okay.
I still got a competitive nature.
So I'm gonna go tell everybody after the show if I win, just to let you know. Full disclosure, everybody tapped in right now, all over the world. If I win, I'm gonna say I battled Mikey D and I beat him.
And I'm a co-sign.
Oh,
Don't
damn.
worry. No, I'm a co-sign, man.
Damn. Oh shit. All right. Well, all right. Let's get into it. Mikey D. This is on our trivia section where we ask 5 questions, multiple choice, A through C. I normally just pick mainly by who the guest is on. It's you versus Chris with the help of everybody else that's tuned in. Certain people don't listen to. I'm not gonna tell you who they are just yet. I want them to keep watching. I want them to shoot some answers out first before I shout them out. And then there's some people that you should listen to. Don't listen to Chris though. That's the main thing. All right, he is the enemy.
Yeah, listen, we grew up in around. He a little older than me, but we grew up in the same era. He know don't trust a motherfucker from Brooklyn. He know that.
Please get the money. Please get the money.
He know that.
Let's stay on it. All right, let's go. First question is. What year did America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube drop? A, 1990, B, 1991, C, 1992, or D, 1993?
Yo, I'm gonna go with my last initial, man, D.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm going A.
Okay, we ain't gonna let it go. Y'all let it go, huh?
I'm going A. I remember.
Yeah, all right. That's all right.
I remember.
Listen. Mikey D, Playboy.
Yeah.
Playboy. Can't lose to Chris. He's not even a Playboy.
Yo, quick story.
I'm just saying.
Quick story. we had Kool Kim on, right? And if you know Kool Kim, he's he don't like to lose. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Right? And we had a good game. He called me after the show and he called Ultra Mag TV. We had to bring them back on. He called themselves the Super Friends.
Yeah.
He bring like 2 people on the next show. And when I'm talking about I didn't get one right, I didn't get one right. They did me dirty that night, Mikey D.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they was focused. All right, so check it out. Yo, it's 1-0. Chris, if you tie with Chris, you win. All right? All right, bet. Let's go. What year did Low End Theory by A Tribe Called Quest drop? A, 1990, B, 1991, C, 1992, or D, 1993? Queens, get the money. Low End Theory. Tribe Called Quest. Stop it. You shaking your head. Queens, get the money.
Yo, let's go with B.
Yeah, I'm going with B.
All right. We got B, Dan Voice said
Damn.
C.
What's it A?
Frank said A.
Yeah, I kind of think. You know what? I'm gonna stick with B though. I kind of think it's A though. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like it was the end of the. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Let's go. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. That one right there is 1-2. All right. Let's go. Next one is. What year did Return to the 36 Chambers, the dirty version by Old Dirty Bastard, drop? A, 1992, B, 1993, C, 1994, or D, 1995? Chris, you said that kind of quick.
Yeah, he said that kind of quick. I might have
Yeah.
to cheat.
Yeah, see, that's how. Yeah, see, you gotta watch him. You gotta watch him. He's a cheater. Chris, what we going with?
I don't know. I C. I'm going C.
You got C? All right, let's go. You said C.
That's another one I feel like it was on like really close. Fuck.
All right, listen. It's 2 up now, right? Right? All right.
Yep.
We got 2 more questions. Let's get it. What year did Mama Say Knock You Out by LL Cool J drop? A, 1990, B, 1991, C, 1992, D, 1993. Think what you was doing.
I'm going to say B.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said B. You
You
said D?
I said B as in brother.
Got you. Chris, you going with what?
I'm going D.
All right, we got D and B. All right, let's go.
Hey,
Okay.
oh, we both was wrong. That's cool.
Okay.
Woo.
All right, listen. This is this is it. This is it. You know what's funny? Is that Chris is like, yo, you should always do your research on who we got coming on. And, you know, I be knowing a little bit, but I like to get the raw stories live. Like, I don't care who else asks you the question. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I be trying to get how I feel about, because I'm a fan always. You know, I don't do this to be a host. I don't do this to critique other people. I do this because I like talking to hip hop legends. I like talking to independent artists that are coming up on the grind. I like all aspects of music. So,
Right.
you know, so.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I gotta tell my mother-in-law's tapped in. She answered the question. Ma, you got my number. You should have called and gave me the answer. Like, come on, we gotta you don't gotta answer here. Just call me. I'm trying to cheat. I'm from Brooklyn. Help me out.
You're not from Brooklyn. You're from Florida.
Okay, I'll take that, but I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to tell everybody I battle Mikey D. I'm trying to tell the world.
Listen, last question. All right.
Okay. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure right now. Pull.
Let's go. Chris, don't cheat, little nigga.
I should.
What year did The Shining by Smith & Wesson drop? A, 1993, B, 1994, C, 1995, D, 1996.
C.
Oh, shit.
Says C.
I'm going with C. Either
Yeah,
way, it don't matter, because if you get it right, then
I
it's
know.
fine.
See, listen. I know. We gotta stop Chris from doing this, because Chris did this He did this the last time we played. He took what the guest took,
and I won though. Anyway. It don't matter tonight, but I won last time.
Yeah, tonight it doesn't matter. All right, so let's go. We got D in here. D. All right, let's see.
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. All right. So we tied there.
Sheesh.
But Chris, you still lost. You know how that goes. Another one in the books.
Yeah, but Shy, you ain't had to say it. You ain't had to. Yeah, Shy, you ain't had to tell everybody.
Dude, you lost. People watch the show. They know the rules. Yeah. They know exactly what's going on.
Yo, Mikey D, AI is a motherfucker. And I'm gonna tell AI to chop this up to tell the world I won.
Oh, okay. All right. Yo, my brother Lot Picasso is nice with the AI. Be careful. I'm gonna have
see. Look at you.
I'm just talking my shit.
Go ahead.
Good game though. So this is my favorite part of the show. We're gonna play one video and then we'll get up out of here. This is what we're gonna play. Shad is probably more than likely pick some off the internet. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna tell the people we think is dope. REC, reaching everything conceivable, or if it's a car wreck, WRECK.
Dude, you know what I went and got. I'm just trying to figure out how come we didn't get it in the inbox.
I didn't ask, so that's my fault. I didn't ask for the video. My bad.
You don't even know what video it is unless you knew the project was coming out. Did you? I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I'm from Brooklyn, and I was told always shut the fuck up and plead the fifth and ask for your lawyer. So that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Hey, listen. Let's get into it. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only Playboy Mikey D. Yo, Mikey D, I think we might have to bring you back for the all year rec wrap up, where we do a whole bunch of freestyles.
Okay.
Of people who submitted music. You gotta hang out, host with us. We'll
All
probably
right.
play some trivia, you know, because you got more stories. I need stories.
Absolutely,
All right?
man. Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. You guys already know what it is. You know what part of the show this is. We need the REC or we need a WRECK. All right. Yo, Chris.
What up?
Tell my manager to cut the check. Tell him go get the check.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
Got that, bro? Yeah, I got that, man. Yeah. Make sure you got that, because you're going to need that to pull that off. You feel me? Yeah, I got that. You talk to sis? Yeah, I talked to her. You told her what to say? She already know what time it is? Yep, that's right. All right. What time you pulling up? I'm on my way right now. I'll be pulling up in about 5 minutes, man. Be ready. Let's go. Hey, grab them things. I'm from the sickest little town in the Bay, so I holler yay. Richmond, California, where I stay, the sound of the K. Murder every day, fuck the police. Gunplay, I promise you gon' see it with your eyes burning in your face. Yeah, this ain't some smoke that you wanna taste. Raised by arsonist killer, so you can feel the flames. I got an arsenal, nigga. Switches flashing like the lights at a carnival, nigga. Surprise. I put the blue in the flames, my mouthpiece is like the glue in the game. I stick to it, man. I run with them thugs, what bitches love. Stand on it, still don't nothing move but the money. If my hands on it, yeah. In a New York minute, don't get a scar on your lip for getting all in my business. Get it, man. They gon' tell you that the rich is sick, city of killers, and if you with us, don't worry about shit. These switches they flash in the circus. The ride got you clowns nervous on purpose. The feeling inside like a carnival ride. The feeling inside like a carnival ride. Come on. These switches they flash in circles. The ride got you clowns nervous on purpose. The feeling inside like a carnival ride. Better strap on your seatbelt. The feeling is live.
Surprise. Big face got the switchboard to the ride. No seatbelt for a snitch, but they hear the click if they get inside. Side out your wife cause you live it. She yours at home, but my dick homeless and her box is where it living. Y'all niggas twitching. Don't do that. You know the rest, cause they twitching, then we twitching. It won't be from Tourette's. To the weak, the street code is a threat. In the jungle, we smell fear. Then them hyenas on your neck. Know what we came for. Brooklyn and Cali niggas from the same cloth. Get the picture fast, so watch us knock your frame off. Free Jack Gator call to a real one. He bet on a long shot, so I won't hold my breath to pill one. On the lookout for plainclothes feds. Then I put the nose to your face like I play with Mr. Potato Head. Look, we just came for the money, fuck the fame. Too many clowns in the circus. I did one of y'all to juggle my name. Cause I'm that nigga spitting fire in the show. Fuck you in your foreign car, shoot your tires on the go. Big face. These switches they flash in the circus. The ride got you clowns nervous.
And we are back. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec.
But wait, you got to tell them why you cut it short, though.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell him right here. Oh, look, even Dan. It doesn't even matter. I mean, yo, listen, they wrecked it. We had to stop it because if we get 3 of these, 3 WRECKs, we stopped the video. The people wasn't feeling it. The people who run the show, the people have spoken. Real quick, if you guys are tuned in, let us know what you wasn't feeling about it. While you guys are doing that, we're gonna talk to the homie Playboy. Let's go. How you felt about it?
I couldn't really hear it, man.
Yeah, it was recorded low. Yeah,
it was pretty low. I don't know. I'm not with all of the pistols and the money flashing and all of that. Then the homeboy had a clown joint on. You know, the cadence was sounding all right from what I could hear, but
right.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I can't real. No comment.
Got you, Chris.
Now I got you, Mikey D. This was rough for me, by the way, because both of these guys is my people. Okay. But it's a WRECK for me, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. And it might be a little biased because I know it sounded different. The recording sounded different. Without knowing that they recorded in 2 different states, you could tell that by the record.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't cohesive. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing music, y'all want to make sure y'all kind of talking about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for that part, Big Face was going in bar for bar for bar for bar, and Free Jack was on he's on the Bay type of time, so it's a little different. You know what I mean? So I like to see more from them. For me, it was a car wreck tonight, though.
Right.
Got you. Well, shout out to Big Face. Shout out to Free Jack. We do have Big Face coming up. Big Face is dropping in a couple of days, right? On the 27th?
24th. Damn, Shot, you gotta get it right, man.
Tomorrow. He's dropping tomorrow. Well, at least I played the video so that people are aware.
Yeah, but hold on, people. I don't want y'all to get it fucked up. That is not on the album. And again, they both my people, but that I heard the album. That's not on the album. The album's crazy. I made y'all to go check it out. 555 by Big Face, but it's not about Big Face tonight. It's about Mikey D. And I want to tell Mikey D really quick. Thank you for taking the time, because I know again you out there trying to get your mind right. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us tonight, because I've been chasing this interview for some time. I don't know if you remember, but you know.
Yeah, you know what it is. You hit me through the messenger, and luckily I caught it.
You seen it, yeah.
I don't go through the messengers, man. That's why I sent you my math. You know what I mean? But yo, bro, anytime, man. It's an honor, bro. It's an honor.
Nice. Yo, listen, before we get up out of here, we need that Playboy Mikey D drop, the old school Queens drop. We gotta let the people know that you was rocking in the studio with the RecBoys, all right? So let it fly. Let's go, homie.
Hey yo, what up, yo? It's your man Mikey D in the place to be. You know what I mean? Queens get the money. And right now, you rocking with the RecBoys, baby.
Nice. Yo, Mikey D, man, real talk. We appreciate you. We're definitely gonna reach out to you for the all rec wrap up. We do it I want to say like the second week in December. We bring back all the MCs who got RECs on their video, and they do like a cipher. So we go through them and they shoot the video. So we just gonna be playing videos, and it's gonna be super dope. You know, we always have a good collection. Crispy rigging the deck.
I know you know our guy City the Great. That's my hitter.
Yo, that's baby bro, man.
Right.
That's baby bro. You already know.
We had Cool Kim on. We had I gotta always keep a couple hitters in the stash. So I'm gonna definitely be reaching out to the cities, the Cool Kims and all, and we gonna have a good time that night.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a plan, man. And I'm gonna send y'all some of the joints from the new album. I got a few videos and some joints to
send. Send all of that, definitely.
I got you.
Because we definitely gonna push the movement. You know what I'm saying? It's more of the, even our generation need to know who you are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because they can't pass on the story if they don't know.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So hopefully we educated some people who didn't know tonight, and they can pass it along. But Mikey D, listen, we love you, be safe, and we appreciate you, homie. All right?
All right, much love, gentlemen. Thanks again, man. It was a complete
You're ready.
You're ready.
Nice. Okay. Dope show. We got through the trivia, we got through the video.
What's crazy? There's not too many times, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's not too many times when you catch me fanning out. Tonight was one of those nights.
Nah, I mean last week you was hyped, thirsting out.
I was hyped, but we didn't get it didn't happen.
I know, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You would have been
it would have been worse than the night.
I know, you would have been close to groupie mode.
It's crazy, man. Like watching the guys you used to listen to as a kid growing up, you know what I mean? And then
have a chance to
following them now, and then actually getting to like close the loop as a fan and a supporter. Like when I say I was in the crib with the fucking piece of paper and the tape, MCing over his shit. I was in the crib MCing over his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just dope. Like it's just dope.
Nah, it was a dope interview. I feel the same way like with Shan. Shan was really, I paid attention more to the Shan and the KRS-One battle and just seeing Shan's style, and then Shan with Snow, and then speaking with Shan about, the story behind Show, and then Mad Lion, and then it's just so to hear these behind the scenes interviews and talk to people who really were there, and if people don't know, it's always like a breath of fresh air. So salute to you for locking down the interview. You know what's going on next week? What happening? I don't know. Who we got next week?
Listen, man. Next week we
I
got
smoke
girl. We got. You already know Bianca got a new joint out right now. Salute the big BX. You know what I mean? She's got a new joint out right now. And it's with her homegirl Girl
I was
Code.
about to say, yeah, it's with another chick, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got Girl Code on next week. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
I don't wanna. Yeah, what's happening next week? Nice artists coming in. You know what I mean? You already know what Bianca does,
Yo,
and you could only imagine what you know what I mean. It's gonna be dope. You know what I mean?
yo, yo, my God, why you giving me the face like you told me this?
No,
Stop it.
it ain't that. But you already know what I do. I do my one too, like you do your one
I
too. So you
know, but
shouldn't be questioning me on live. Is
I
what
just
I'm
wanted
trying to
to
say.
know. I
Nah.
just wanted to know. I wanted to get hype. I want because you've been doing your thing this year,
Thank you.
2025.
Thank
Nah,
you.
2025. You've been hitting
Wait, so
hard.
you trying to say I wasn't doing it the years before? That's what you trying to say on live? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Nah, I mean sometimes Michael Jordan gets the flu sometimes, and
Oh
people
shit.
gotta
Right.
step up.
I ain't gonna front. A couple times this year I got kind of sick. I had to call for the medicine. Like, yo, shot man, it might be a little cold out here. It's cold winter out here. You know what I mean?
So,
But
but you always play through and you always make it happen. So, salute to you. Salute to everybody that tuned in tonight. Jerry Bates, Dan Voice. We had Bunky in the building. Big Face was in the building. Frank was in the building. Rafiki. Shout out to Rafiki, my beautiful sister. Jonathan Sosa was in the building. Sharon Coleman was in the building. Shout out to everybody. Mother-in-law. Miss Angela Gamble was in the building. Listen.
just so my mother-in-law knows, I will not be talking to her for the rest of the month because she
Nah,
didn't
she
call
met
and
you
give me
up.
the answer. Yeah, she cheat.
She
Yeah,
met
she
you
was
up.
trying to help. She was trying to help Mikey D. That's crazy, and I'm her son-in-law. That's bad
Well, it's
business.
Playboy Mikey D. You already
Yeah,
know what it is.
and
Playboy,
and I
yeah.
and I said this. I said this before, but let's make sure. Let's make sure. I want to do this more. Salute to Jonathan Sosa, man. It wasn't for that man. The logo behind me. I don't know if it's on Shot's shirt or
I got
not on the
no, yeah,
side.
it's always on the
Yeah,
shirt. And it's all
none
the records there.
wouldn't be possible. That shit
Yeah.
is hand drawn. That shit is official tissue. You know what I mean? He actually is crazy because he posted a couple weeks ago some logo that looks similar.
Nah,
And
don't do that.
yeah, you can't do that. Shit is copywritten, just so y'all
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like,
Don't do that. Don't do
but
that.
salute to him. You know what I'm saying? But shot, real quick before we get out of here, man. I want to touch on what Kool Kim said. I mean, not what Mikey D said here tonight. Listen, don't let people deter you from what you want to do. People are always going to give their insight of what you should do, what you should not do, how you should do it, maybe how you should not do it. The one thing you need to do is have your plan set in motion. If the people around you have something to say, yes, you can listen, apply what needs to apply for what you got going on, but keep it pushing. Don't let nobody slow down what you consider to be success. The key word in what I just said right there is what you consider to be success. Because what I consider might not be what you consider, what Shad, what Jerry Bates, what Michael Isaac, Ron Dixon, Jay Sosa, like whatever everybody, it might not be their success. Make sure you're happy in what you're doing, and that's what matters.
Absolutely. Listen, we love you guys. We will be back next week. If you missed any of this, you can always check the replay Saturday night, Blaze 'em Up Radio, 8 p.m. Tune in app, go download the Blaze 'em Up app. That is our guy, Poppy Blaze. They got music over there, so it's a dope spot. And by Thursday, it should be up on all.
Damn, every week you get pushing it up a day and shit. You got
Nah, I'm gonna make you work. Thursday, it's gonna be up on all places.
Friday.
Nah, man, let's make this nigga work. Let's make this way work. Yo, listen, tell the people need to tell Chris, yo, you need to get that to the people. Shout out to my truckers.
Nah, yo, my wife was on me last week. Like, you put because I told y'all a couple weeks ago, she listens via streaming sites. You know what I'm saying? So she was on me, like, yo, I ain't get there, and I had to make sure I make that happen. So Friday though, people, don't let Shot mislead y'all. Friday show will be up on all streaming platforms.
Man, listen, get in the chat and let them know get on this job. City, they just spoke you up.
City, go watch the interview, man. Please.
Yeah. What else?
We gotta book the interview, City, so we get you on all the rec wrap up. You already know what time it is, man. We need this will be the 4th year in a row.
Yeah, we're not. Do you have to have a? Yo, listen, tell Sela too, because Sela ain't gonna debo me like.
Sela be debo. Like, you can't do nothing about Sela.
Listen, I might have to take a trip. I know Sela is connected. You know, I know she's.
That's why I didn't fight last time, because I joke around and say I'm from Florida, but I'm really not from Florida. So I don't really know so many people over here. So I gotta relax. If I was in Brooklyn, I would have told Sela she need to relax. But I'm in her neck of the woods right now, so I need to relax. You know what I mean? So she kind of bullied me like shit. But don't tell nobody I said that.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. That is our time. Yo, also, if you guys get a chance tomorrow, 7 p.m., Tea Time with Bunky. All right? After that, we have Peaches and Blade. All right? 8 p.m., Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live. Tap in and spread the love. Let them know the RecBoy sent you. All right? What up?
Wait, we in July, right?
Yeah.
We're in July. We got when is coming up out there. Listen, we got the sweaters. Y'all hit us up. Next week, I'm gonna make sure y'all have some sweaters. Show y'all some sweaters. Y'all hit us up. Make sure you stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
That's why we need to show up on Thursday. That's why I be trying to tell them. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. That's it. Yo, listen, we love y'all, all right? Be good. Out. Deuces.